Good evening, everyone. Let me make sure my mic is on. Yep, my mic is on. Hello, everybody. I'm PearlManhattan. This is Music and Chat. Every Monday this time from 10 a.m. on the East Coast, 10 p.m. on the East Coast, 7 p.m. on the West Coast. And we are here. Start the show off by saying special thanks to The Live Place, theliveplace.com. It is your YouTube TV guide for family-friendly live streamers. Over 180 channels, shows, and on every topic from theme parks, cruises, community, cooking, music, this show. My partner channel and I have a show together, the Manhattan Fox Hour, which actually is on tomorrow night on the Manhattan Fox Hour channel. The link's down below in my description. Be sure and check that out. We're on at 9 p.m. East Coast, 6 p.m. West Coast, 12:30 p.m. in Adelaide, Australia. Actually on Wednesday in Adelaide, Australia. Tuesday for here. I'm going to check my phone just to see what's happening. If you notice, my energy is a little different this week. And this week's going to be a little bit of a different show. So, yeah. I'm going to talk about a lot of things tonight. Can't talk about what's going on legally. I'm bound. Can't talk about it. But I will say, when you see something that's not right, speak up. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to speak up about things you see that aren't right. But especially in... I'm scared to say anything really because I don't want to. I can't talk about something. I can only say, as I've shared with you viewers for a long time, I have PTSD. I have CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and I've had it all my life. And, you know, just when, with PTSD, just when you think, hey, I got a handle on this. I got this. I got a handle on it. I'm better, you know? Something will come along that will re-traumatize you. And it's never anything in your control, because if it was in your control, you'd make sure it didn't happen. And so I've been re-traumatized by something in last week. And I asked for grace. As I said in an Instagram video I put out earlier in the week, I know there are people out there who hi Cricket, good to see you, glad you're here. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. There are a lot of people who don't know how to take me. There are also a lot of people who like drama. There's a lot of people who have negative feelings and negative thoughts about me, and that's okay. I'm not going to appeal to everybody. What I ask right now is some grace. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Don't run to other people, make up stories, whisper, and everything else. You've got much better things and much more important things in your life than me. Okay? I've had to go back to work after 7 years of not having a job. And yeah, you think, stay at home mom, you just sit on the couch and eat ho-hos all day. No, the income we got was Social Security. I was getting widow's benefits because I had a child under the age of 16. If you know anything about Social Security, you know that we were living below the poverty level on that money. My son turned 16. I lost my share of the money. He's not getting a whole lot either, but I had to go get a job. I don't want to work. I'm not mentally prepared to work. And my son is a full-time job anyway. But I've had to go back to work. It's a good job. but I'm making the same amount that I was making on the Social Security Widow's benefits. So I'm still living below the poverty level. I just give up 7 hours of my day, plus the time I spend trying to work through my trauma and on my mental and everything else. When I get home from work, I need an hour or two to decompress, but I don't have a spouse or a partner or a mom or a friend or anybody to pick up the slack from that. So now I have 2 full-time jobs, so to speak. So give me a break. Okay? I had the pleasure of being on Pete McDevitt's show, and I will say that was really helpful to me, especially after the traumatic event. That was helpful to me to have such a pleasant interview with Pete. It was so much fun. He learned things about me that he didn't know, like I collect Disney pins and I collect Funko Pops, and I want to retire and go to work at Disney, either Disneyland or Disney World. Probably Disneyland, honestly, because I've never been there, but that's the park I feel the most drawn to. I think Disneyland is what Walt really wanted. I think Disney World, honestly, I think it's too big. I think it's too diversified. I think they tried to appeal to too many people. And if they'd have just kept it small and simple, and if you don't like it, you don't have to go. But they went for the money grab and tried to appeal to everybody so they could get everybody to give them money. And in business, that's not the best plan. But anyway, we're not here to rag on Disney. We're not here to listen to me whinge on about stuff. Just know that I'm exhausted. My friend Cricket shared with me a quote the other night, and it really helped me. And it was basically, the devil whispered in my ear, "You're not strong enough to withstand the storm." Today I whispered in the devil's ear, "I am the storm." That meant a lot to me, and it's kept me going. It's difficult. It's difficult leaving my son. And there are times that my son and I meet in the hallway, and I have to ignore him so he can get desensitized to wanting to go with me every time he sees me. That's hard. That's real hard. Try it sometime with your child. Having to just walk away and pretend you didn't see him, and his para have to try and de-escalate and calm him down because he knows that's mom. Why isn't mom coming over and taking me home? Hi, Jeffrey. Good to see you. I've been on a bit of a rant. I might get to music. I might not. I don't know. It's been a week or two. I'm grateful. I want to say how grateful I am to my boyfriend, my longtime boyfriend. This year will make like 12 or 13 years we've been together. I'll show you a picture. This is me and my boyfriend. That was from a convention we went to. His name's Eric. And I told him, if I didn't have him in my life the past decade, teaching me to stand up for myself and teaching me to be strong, after what had happened to me at work, I would have come home, called out sick a couple days, and quit. But because he has helped me learn how to be strong and how to stand up for myself, I still have the job. And I've been assured by the administration that I've done nothing wrong, that there is no question of whether I am employed there or not. I am, and I will be for quite a while. As I said last week, there's little I could do. There's little I am capable of doing that would get me removed from my position. That being said, they're being very helpful to me with my PTSD symptoms, but I am having nightmares. I'm not sleeping well. Uncontrollable bits of crying, things like that. But I'm getting through it. And I have access to the employee assistance program and the counselors and therapists and all that. So, but again, I just want to put out there for anybody who is wishing negative things to me, can't you find something better to do with your energy? I'm not worth all that trouble, really. Honestly, put your energy somewhere where it's helpful for you, because yeah, I am the storm. So, got that out of the way. Let's talk about February album writing month. I get to show you every February 14th, our admin and implementer of our website celebrates Valentine's Day. Everybody gets a little candy heart with something written on it. I have gotten green heart with pink skirmish written on it, which, I mean, yeah, I am the skirmish queen. So we have skirmish on there. And then pink. This year the pink is a lot milder. Usually it's more of a Pepto-Bismol pink. It's a very intense pink, more like the words up here. But this year it's almost a manageable pink for a lot of people. I don't mind the pink. I don't mind it. Let's get an update on my songs. I've written 8 songs now. I still have some collabs to work on, but like I said, the event last week kind of sidelined me, where I haven't really been able to sit down and do a whole lot. So I think we ended with Who Is Me. I'll play you this one. This one's called So Important. And the way this one works, I'll even show you the link. We have a user, his name is Metalfoot. He is in Manitoba. And every year, let's see, I hope you can see that. Every year, he posts the Fake It Challenge. And this year, these are the lyrics. And the way he does it, he writes the lyrics, and then he puts chords in. But that's all you get. You don't get any indication of melody or style or anything else. So this year, that's what he put in the thread. And so I did this. And let's see if it's going to play. I don't know where it's going to play. And you can't hear it. So hold on. Let's do this. We'll stop it. And let's see if... Yeah, that's why. Let's go to here. And I'll turn it up loud and I'll put... Whoa! I know my mic's going to make some noise. I'm sorry. But let's see if we can do this again here. I really did enjoy the vibraphone. Yes, nice vibraphone. And I thought, since I played that for you, I would go ahead. I'm going to have to change screens here. And go over here. And show you how I made that. This is called Band in a Box. Band in a Box for Windows. Base model costs about $120. And then you can upgrade it every year. For the top notch version with all the bells and whistles is significantly more expensive. But for me, this is all I use. So, this part of it, I'm happy with the entry level model. And there's a few parts to it that I use. This even has Melodyne built in. Melodyne is a auto tuner. It also does vocal harmonies. You can set up. There's one song, "Too Hard to Say No," where I used Melodyne and had a 4-part chorus behind me, two men, 2 women, and did backup vocals based on the chords that I had put in. So you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. What I did, and let me see if it'll pop up here. No, it's not going to pop up. Let me see. Anyway, I'll just start over. So the first thing I do when I'm working with this, I go over here to Style, and I open up the Style Picker. Some of these are MIDIs, and some are what they call real tracks, like this RT. It's a real track, and it has like loops, but it will automatically change the key to make them fit the chord you're playing in. So I go through here and I find, so this is a Cool It Halftime Jazz Swing. And let me play the demo. And that's all done. It's already set up and everything else at the push of a button. And you can go in here, say I wanted to do something like Stairway to Heaven. Led Zeppelin. Gives me a couple. It gives me Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven by the OJs, and Stairway to the Stars by Park Avenue. Let's look at Led Zeppelin, and it will give me all of these packs that are in the ballad 4/4 even 16ths at 70 beats a minute. And it will automatically pull those. Or I can go over here and I can say, oh, I want to do something bluegrass. So then it'll show me the bluegrass ones at 4/4 with an even 16. I can change this and say I want it by feel. And I can change this to any tempo. And there we're going to pop up. So here's a slow bluegrass with a pedal steel. And that's just that's an MP3 or WAV file, pre-programmed in chords. But I'm not really in. Let's see. Let me see about a pop ballad with a tenor sax. Let's see. And let's just go ahead and choose that one with a tenor solo. And let's put in some chords. And we're just going to do some basic C, F, F, C, C, G, G. Okay, and we're just going to run that a couple times here. So I'm going to highlight it all. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to stick the thing in and I go bump. Now let's do it again. Bump. One more time. There we go. All right, and this right here, these are sub-styles. So A is the pop ballad with tenor solo, B is the pop ballad. There's not really a change, But down here, A has a side stick and a hi-hat. B has the snare and the hi-hat. Snare and hi-hat open, or snare ride, snare on the 2 and 4. We're going to check that. Those are the groove variations. Wait a minute. What did I do? I didn't want that. We're just going to undo twice, which I love. It does have an undo fill for part marker, undo part marker, and undo drum groove change. There we go. So we'll make that one green, and we'll make that one green. And then also over here, it starts at measure 1 because I don't have an intro. I'll add one in a minute. Oh, we got 32 bars, and 3 times through those 32 bars, even feel, 4/4, key of C. And then all you do is click, put it here in the first one, and generate and play. It's thinking. Hold on. Why isn't it playing? Yeah, okay. Everything is right. It should be playing. Here we go. And it'll play like this. And the first time through, it's sort of tame. The second time through, it'll kick it up a notch. And then the third time through, it'll take it back down. And people would ask me, how do you do a song skirmish with this full instrumentation and everything in 1 hour? Well, this is how. Now let's say, okay, so we got those chords, but let's say we want to do this part, we'll do this part, and then let's add something different. So C, A minor, D minor, D minor, A minor, D minor, A minor, D minor, E, E. So let's put a little bridgy section in there. Now let's go back up here and generate and play. There we go. Now here comes our new chords. And there you go. You get a song. Now, let's say, okay, well, that sax is nice and everything, but I want something else. So let's, how would Johnny Cash sound with that? Let's do some Johnny Cash. Let me regenerate it and give it some Johnny Cash. Here we go. Hear the violin or the fiddle, little fiddle chuffs there. We got a fingered electric bass. We got an acoustic piano. We got our drums are country even reduced, brushes, hi-hat, snare, and ride. We got an acoustic guitar strumming bluegrass, and we got a fiddle rhythm bluegrass. And you see, when this is blue, it's kind of low key. Little orange blossom especially there, huh? Anyway. Alright, so we tried it with that. Let's see what else we got. And let's take this, let's open it back up, show all categories. And we're gonna do that. Here we go. Acid jazz. Some acid jazz? Let's try some acid jazz. See how that sounds. It's a little slow for acid jazz, don't you think? Whoa. That's a little better. 85 beats a minute. We took it up to 102. It's still kind of slow. But anyway, so that's acid jazz. And then I like the campfire guitar. This is a campfire finger pick and strummed with a bass guitar. And the bass is an acoustic, a rock organ, standard drum kit, and then 2 acoustic guitars. One's finger picking and one's strumming. So you see how that one feels? I mean the Bouzouki. Okay, let's do a Bouzouki Celtic Reel. 110 beats per. Yeah, let's play a bouzouki. How often do you hear a bouzouki? We've got an acoustic bass, a bouzouki, a bodhran, and a guitar. And each style reinterprets the chords. And so they add in like very Eagles. Yeah, I know. We'll get there. We'll get to Eagles. But it'll alter the chords to fit the style. So it'll give you the added 6th or the added 9th or the added 7th or the added 2nd. You know, whatever. That fits with that style. So that's, you know, Celtic Reel. You know, I'm just in the B's. We got to get down here some more. In fact, they actually have... Eagles Unplugged. Here you go. Let's do some Eagles Unplugged. That's for you, Jeff. It's another tequila sunrise. Anyway, gotta watch how much I do. Those content ID sniffers, they're really tough, and I wouldn't be surprised if I get flagged because it sounds like a Band in the Box song that somebody already copyrighted. You gotta be so careful with that's the thing about copyright and all that other stuff. Here's electronic chill out pop. Ooh, let's see what this one does. Got a bass, we got a drum loop, we got some percussion, a 12-string, and a piano. And up here's your mixer. So say you're like, boy, that percussion, that's oh, that's not that one. It's this one. That percussion loop's a little intense. Let's take that percussion down a little bit. Or let's just... Wow. Oh. I'm muting the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah. Or I just want to hear the bass. Yeah, see? So let's unmute these. We'll stop that. I like the jazz swing stuff. I do it a lot. Like, here we go with trumpet. Let's do a jazz jazz. Let's try that. Now you see why I don't listen to the radio or Spotify or anybody else's music, because I can sit here and make all the music I want to make. And I mean, the possibilities are endless, and that's the one thing about Band in a Box that takes me a long time is there's so much, you know? I mean, there's just so much. Oh, where did I just see that? Okay, you want some cello? Let's see some cello. Here we go. The possibilities are endless, and I mean, I'm probably gonna sit here and do this the whole show, so because I'm just in such a mood, and music's just not hitting me. But I'll get through this, and the good news is that next week I have off. It's winter break, so I will be off. And so I'll have some time to relax, chill out, and get my music back. Tango, anyone? Yeah, no. Sorry. We got big band and swing. Smooth jazz, Latin pop, surfing, 60s. You can also play it from here rather than going back. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Anyway. Swamp rock. What the heck is swamp rock? Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh, St. Elmo style. Yeah. So it does what it says on Tim. You want some, let's see, some Stevie Ray Vaughan. Or we can go to Stray Cats. And I mean, some of these things, they get kind of tinny sounding, kind of weird sounding, but what I do is once I find the style I want, I take and some people call it mixing down, some people call it tracking out. But I take each of the tracks individually and put them in my Digital Audio Workstation or my DAW and put them in each on their own track. And then I can add filters, I can add reverb, I can add chorus or delay, I can add all sorts of effects and stuff that give it more of a realistic sound. Southern Gospel. That saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Anyway, so there's that. And then, you know, if we want to keep it simple, tiny bubbles, oh yeah, do 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 do. So I mean, you can do it as complex or as simple. Like, let's do this. Country, pop. You can even classical. Even have some nice classical. That one's not working. A chamber orchestra. A church choir and organ. So we want some Mozart. Or some Bach. Or some 60s British invasion. Like, anybody like the Beatles? Yeah. The possibilities are endless. You know, and this really opened my eyes to what I could do just with my computer, because I'm a pen and paper kind of composer, and this just really changed everything. We've got Bollywood, we've got polka, we've got world music in here too. I'm trying to find it. What are we gonna go out on? Oh, here we go. New Age. Some of these are just absolutely beautiful. And a couple of my favorites I've actually used. Here's one. I don't use this one very often. I try to stay away from water sounds. They have effects on some people, you know? That's a pretty one. There's this one. Then we have some tropical birds. We have some Indian raga. Kind of meditative and stuff. We even have some ocean. Oh, this one with the swamp. This one gets me every time. This one's fun. Can you hear the frog? I enjoy that one. Then I'm gonna take you to something totally different. Yeah. So as you can see, Band in the Box, just in the simplest form, just right after you install it, you can do these things. You put in your chords and you go, oh, wait a minute, I didn't want that in C. I'm actually better. My key is A flat. So, and it transposes it automatically. And then and you'll notice a different feel to it. See? Anyway, so band in the box. That's mainly what I wanted to talk about tonight. Because honestly, I didn't really have the bandwidth to talk about anything else with everything that's going on. I need positive thoughts, if you got them, the positive energy. I'll be okay. I'm fine. But I just gotta work through some stuff with going back to work and music becoming my hobby again instead of my livelihood, trying to pay the bills with it. Now I get to put it back in Brian's West Coast Indian Venture. Hello, welcome in, glad you're here. Trying to get music back to my hobby instead of my livelihood, and trying to balance what I used to be able to do all day, which was prepare food, house cleaning, things like that, now is shoved in a little 2 or 3 hour window when I get home from work or the weekends. And honestly, I'm not a young person, and some of the work that I've been doing has been volunteering in a food bank, putting together boxes, working on assembly lines, things like that. Thank you, Jeff. Well, congratulations, Brian. Glad to hear it. I lost like 8 subs in the last couple weeks, but I know why I lost them, and all I can say is, subscriptions on my channel, I've never been really concerned about it. I'm not one of those people that pushes for subscriptions or any of those vanity numbers, and I don't mean that in a bad way. If those numbers are something that means something to you, good, go for it. But for me personally, this channel is what it is, and this is what my viewers can look forward to. And if I'm not their cup of tea, I'm not their cup of tea. Anyway, FOM.org. It's right up here on the screen. Right, well, you can't see it. Why can't you see it? Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to move that down. Let me do something real quick here. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that on the screen. You can see it on your screen. It's right there. FOM.org. And we'll take a look over here at all the forums. There's lots of stuff going on in the forums. People chatting, talking, sharing things. There's a thing called Century Club for people who keep up with comments and stuff. Me personally, I have not had a lot of time to do a lot of commenting. But I have gotten up to 8 songs. And a nice feature of this website, FOM, if you notice, next to a couple of my things I've got not safe for work. The site will automatically tag songs that have profanity, non-family friendly words in them. And that's just for people who don't want to see those words. They don't click on those songs. Also, you can use a tag. This one, That's Abuse. It's a song about domestic violence. And Creed, no problem. Dude, I'm just heading out here in a minute, but I'm glad you stopped by. Always good to see you, my friend. But this song, it's about domestic violence and abuse. And I put the tag on there so that people could know, hey, this isn't a happy song. This isn't, it's just lyrics, but it's not a happy song. But in fact, I will share it because it's something I am passionate about. Not safe for work tagged because it deals with themes of abuse and domestic violence. Another bit of processing for me. If you identify with anything in the song and think you might need help, there is help available. The National Domestic Violence Abuse Hotline number is 1-800-799-7233. Or, if you can't remember that, or you can't write it down, you can call your local United Way, you can call the YMCA, call your local community counseling center, crisis center, or your local law enforcement non-emergency number. Tell someone, if you are in a situation and you are experiencing domestic violence or abuse, or you know someone who is, you don't have to live that way. And I'm going to read these lyrics just because I'm passionate about it. And I don't hold back. The excuses flow like water from a faucet. You got to give it right back to him. He knows the line, he'll never cross it. He's been in a bad mood for several years. Let me interject. I used he, him pronouns in this, but it could be she, her, they, them. I just used he, him because of my experiences. It never crossed their minds to speak about him. They felt so unsafe they didn't want to rock the boat. It's only words. He never leaves the bruises. Paint the makeup on thick, another coat. But if you've seen the things I've seen, he's more than just mean. That's abuse when he lets loose. He learned that it was okay to treat everybody that way. That's abuse. He's a family man. His wife and kids are perfect. See him every Sunday in church. Never crossed the law, never got a ticket. Charisma oozes out of every pore. He only acts that way when there's no witness, when he holds the power over the whole room. No one would ever question his unfitness, and no one ever speaks about the truth. But if you've seen the things I've seen, he's more than just mean. Just because you never had to face those demons, and just because you never saw or felt the pain of someone breaking you so bad, crushing all your will, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That's abuse. When he lets loose, he learned that it was okay to treat everybody that way. That's abuse. I'm not going to apologize. I'm going to say that too many times bad behavior is excused away. And, we make excuses. Oh, I just give it right back to them. Oh, they're just in a bad mood. Something like that. That's not okay. And you don't have to take it if people treat you that way. Speaking up's hard. Oh, yeah, it's hard. But in the long run, nobody deserves to be treated that way. Nobody deserves it. And so that's my advocacy for tonight is I've decided it's my job, my calling to educate and advocate for those who cannot or will not speak up. As you know, my son's nonverbal. If he were abused, he wouldn't be able to tell anybody. So, yeah, that's a passion to me. But anyway, let me check out chat. Thank you, Brian. Pearl, I'm paying off my Disney trip in a week. Ha! Hey, Cricket. How's that banner coming? Y'all working hard? Good for you. I'm trying to figure out when my son and I can get down to Disneyland. I'm looking at the fall. I just started this new job, so I want to give it a little time and see how things pan out, and with the disability thing that we're trying to get with my son and stuff like that, trying to see what fits with what. Hopefully going to get down to Disneyland, down to Anaheim in the fall. We have use of a condo from a family member, and so, which is very convenient, and it's just like 5 minutes from the main gates of DCA and Disneyland. You can watch the fireworks from the roof, so it should be a good trip. And like I said, we're looking at the fall, or late summer, early fall. I'm not sure when yet. Everything's up in the air with COVID, with this job, with caregivers, with everything else. But anyway, I'm gone over my limit, and I'm tired, guys. I'm real tired. I've got a caregiver tonight. It's the first time I've had a caregiver since last Tuesday, And the thing about having a caregiver, and I'll explain this, when I don't have a caregiver, I'm on, eyes on my son 24/7. I don't get to go to the bathroom with the door shut. you know, I don't get to take a nice shower. It's all quick stuff because now I'm working. So when he gets on the bus, I have about 5 minutes in the house to put my lunch together, and then I'm out the door to go to work. So when my caregiver's here, that's my time to decompress and turn off my brain. And tonight, they're only here from 6 to 9. And I've been online from 7 to 8. So I'm going to go and take a break. Thank you for listening. If you've watched this whole thing on the replay, #replay squad. I love all my viewers. I love each and every one of you. Again, I'll ask, give me some grace. Go easy on me. You never know what somebody else is going through. So be kind always. Peace and blessings upon you, upon all you love, upon all who love you. Find your passion, find your dream. Make somebody smile this week. I love each and every one of you, and have a great night.